Hey, I'm Ron Drotos from keyboardimprov.com. Welcome to my journey through the real book number 65, and I have hit a milestone with this. The back cover has fallen off. This is the published version by Hal Leonard, 6th edition, volume 1. I got this about 2 years ago when I started this YouTube series, and it happens to a lot of people. Maybe your back cover fell off, but I don't know what to do. Do I just keep it like this and throw this part out and consider it like a badge of honor because I've used it so much, but then risk all these falling off, or do I tape it back on or try to fix it somehow? I don't know what to do. If you have an opinion or something that's worked for you, let me know in the comments, please. I'll see what everybody says, if anything. But I thought I would show you something that's fun here. This is my original copy of the real book, the old one, which was published by Berklee College of Music students. I got this in, I think, 1979. A friend of mine's father was a very famous jazz guitarist named Sal Salvador. And I lived in Connecticut at the time when I was in high school, and I got this from him. It's the 5th edition of the original one. And what I did was I said, I don't want it to fall apart like this, so I punched 3 holes in it, and I put it in this nice binder, and it's actually stayed pretty well intact. Let's see if the back cover... Nope, the back cover fell off. Maybe that's what happened. The back cover fell off. I was like 16, 17 years old, and I said, I need to protect this thing. So I punched holes in it, and it's got some nice signatures. Right here is a trio of my piano teacher, Billy Taylor. I don't know if you can see this. I'll zoom in or something. It says... Ron, it was a real pleasure working with you. This is the first time I studied with him at a Jazz in July program in the summer, and then we stayed in touch year-round. But I just met him at this time. You're really moving ahead. Very nice, Billy Taylor. And then his trio, Keith Copeland on drums, Victor Gaskin on bass, who also played with Duke Ellington and I believe Thelonious Monk. And then Ted Dunbar, a wonderful guitarist. And then here, for Ron, Stay Strong and Peace. 1984. This is 1984. July 19th, 1984. Max Roach, the great drummer, bebop legend, who I got to know, and it was very nice to me. He was really nice. He helped me record some of my arrangements at one point. So that's that. Let me know what I should do here. So this is the 65th tune in the current real book. Chitlins Carne, Kenny Burrell, great guitarist. Chitlins are a southern United States delicacy made out of the insides of a pig, and carne with meat. So it's a southern American dish, I'm assuming with some sort of Spanish flavor with the con carne. And it says Latin blues here. Listen to how Kenny Burrell played it. And Stevie Ray Vaughan, the rock guitarist, did this too. It's kind of in that mix of like mid-60s Latin soul rock jazz. And there's something very interesting that I cannot replicate because it's a whole group on the recording. Some people are playing straight eighths and some are playing swing eighths. And this happened a few times in music history. It happened way back in the 20s on early Bessie Smith records, and even some like Louis Armstrong type of New Orleans things. You'll hear some straight eighths, and then some of the newer at the time swing eighths at the same time on the same record. You also hear it on early rock and roll in the 50s, when you had jazz musicians playing upright bass behind Elvis, and this, you'll hear some records that have a mix of swing and straight eighths. And then you also find it here, where the bass line is this boom, 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 straight eighths, boom, 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 do, 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 do. But then Kenny Burrell's playing with a little bit of swing over the top of it. I tried doing it. I tried going. I can get it for like 3 seconds, but I thought, what's the point to? I don't know if that's the direction to go in, but it might be fun. It might be fun. it's one that as a pianist you might not really play because it's written by a guitarist, and somehow we don't usually play the guitar tunes. It's really a lot of fun though. And as you heard, you can just do these blues scales, you can play blues riffs, or you can take it a little out with the diminished scales or however you feel. The sky's the limit on a tune like this. And the rhythm lends itself to everything from a straight ahead, almost Latin feel, to funk or anything in between. Have fun with this. Let me know if you want some piano lessons, either on Skype or through my keyboardimprov.com video course. Help you out any way I can. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.